Yo, what is poppin', people of the internet? This is live from Vegas, and welcome to the Ultimate Sniper in Wingsuit Guide for Battlefield 2042. Kicking it off on the snow map Breakaway. A lot of people are camping on this oil rig on the top. As you can see right here, everybody's sitting up top. But if you can make it on this crane, there's free angles on everybody on the roof. This crane is basically right out front. Just rewind it a few seconds to see where the zipline is. But yeah, nobody's playing the crane. It's a low-key sniper spot compared to the top of the oil rig. So just play this front crane. You got angles on literally everything. So the other big sniper spots on this map are over on the ice shelves over here. And if you climb all the way to the top of the oil rig, that's how you get to the highest point. You have to go up like 18 ladders. But once you do that, you're on the highest point on the map. Well, actually, that's not true. There's the F1 point on top of the map, like the Damavan Peak. But as you can see here, you can pretty much glide from the oil rig all the way over to the A objectives. And just head up the hill to these silver pylons. And pro tip right here, if you climb on top, you have to kind of hit the back right here. And then, not there, but you have to hit the little dent. But as you can see, you climb on top of this, and that gives you the height you need to wingsuit even further down to sea. So next low-key sniper spot is right here. And it's not just this spot specifically, but as you could, everyone pretty much plays those top ice shelves. You know, obviously the objectives are up top, so everyone plays up top because everyone just, their eyes go straight to the up top. They're never really looking on the middle of the ice shelf for a sniper. Go ahead and check out my other Battlefield videos. Go ahead and subscribe and support a tiny channel. Alright, so we got Kaleidoscope. The main fly points are on the left corner and the right bottom corner. Basically the two corners of the map you can fly into the middle. Now, my favorite strategy is to just fly straight to the middle building because you have 360 degrees on every objective. And honestly, not a lot of people play up here as if right now. You'd think everyone camps the middle, but not really. The middle is a great spot to hold down. I definitely recommend when you're using the wingsuit to grab the tactical insertion. That way you can, once you fly to the roof, you can spawn up 100 times on the roof and you don't have to fly down every time. So the next low-key spot on here is on top of this rooftop. If you fly down, it's sort of out of bounds. As you can see here, you can walk in and out of bounds, but right on the edge is inbounds, and this is the closest rooftop to anywhere, so that's a spot. And then from there, you can wingsuit down onto the B objectives on top of these little grates. So Kaleidoscope's got some good wingsuit spots, so rock with these. We'll jump into the next map. Next up, we got Orbital. So if you wrap all the way around the rocket, there's an elevator on the bottom. There's zip lines up. And just keep going all the way to the top. And this is the highest point on the map. There's 3 sniper towers on this map that we'll get into. One to the left and right of here. One has a zip line to it, the other one doesn't. It has a zip line down to the other objective. Keep that in mind. So these are the big sniper towers. There's also a third way back in the other spawn. So the third one's a little bit irrelevant. It's the ones near the rocket that are the best. And yeah, these are all great sniper spots, any of the towers or top of the rocket, obviously top of the main building. And from here you can fly all the way to F1 to the other tower. Land straight at the base. And then from that tower, not really a good sniper spot. There is tons of angles, but the two near the rocket are way better. But from here you can fly all the way down to C. So all these jump towers pretty much link the map completely together. And there's one final zip line and height spot on C in the back of the map. So just showing off all the height on this map. There is a bunch and it all links together with the wingsuit. So Orbital is definitely a wingsuit map. I just place my respawn beacon on top of one of those sniper towers or on top of the main building and just fly my way everywhere. So the final spot for this map is on top of the A hill. You know, if you spawn here, this is the closest to your spawn. And, you know, B, the main building, is obviously where everybody plays. So just wanted to show from the top of that building, you have to climb on the building, but you can wingsuit all the way down to the main building, and you could almost make it over to D if you hook it around the corner onto that roof. So the next map is Hourglass. There's some unexpected spots here. Pretty much every building in the city is completely playable, Any building that I'm pinging is totally playable. There's like 9 or 10 playable buildings back here. Totally crazy. They're a little bit out of the way, but some of the fighting does go down here because it's right on the edge, and there's 3 objectives. So play any one of those buildings, but I'm going to fly you over to the next spot, which is super low-key. Always drop your respawn beacon on the height. That's just the wingsuit player's best friend. Now if you head off over here to the right of the hourglass, the right of the sea point, there's this triple zipline building. I mean, this place is insane and nobody comes over here. There's 3 buildings with 3 ziplines and there's a zipline to the crane. So next time you're in a match, check this out. It's right there on the map, kind of in the top area. A little bit out of the way, but it's better than playing the arch, which you can also play the arch. And then you also have a free wingsuit down to the stadium. And the final spot is if you drive all the way around the back of the stadium, you have free access to the roof. Just wanted to shout that out. It doesn't seem like anyone knows you can go around the whole back of the stadium. It is in bounds. So another map, we have Manifest, flying through on the chopper here. All those cranes are amazing playable spots, and then that central tower is where we're going to aim to be. So get to the central tower. As you can see, this one's common spot. Everybody knows about this one. Right in the center of the map on B2. Now what I love about this one is you just put your beacon up here and you can just fly to a different side every single time. You got angles on the entire map. And this map is probably the best wingsuit map out there because, yeah, you just play this tower and you can fly anywhere on the map. It's the only place you can fly anywhere on the map from one location with the wingsuit. Now, if you're going to these left B objectives, I recommend staying hard left, as you see where I go here, because you can climb on top of these little bins. If you climb on that bin, you can also capture the point from inside this little height box. Just a little cheat code. Another pro tip here, you can actually go from zipline to zipline and catch it mid-air on the wingsuit. Pro tip. And finally, I just like to fly down over here. You can hit that moving crane if you're good enough. If not, once you're here, you can literally just wingsuit anywhere you want. Just keep moving down the line. There's zip lines. This map is just goated for the wingsuit. Alright, next up we have Renewal. In the back of the map in the solar field on the B1 objective, there is the biggest, tallest height tower in the game. I wouldn't place your beacon back here, but this is a good place to go if right off spawn, play the wingsuit. You obviously have to run here first, run here, and then just fly. You can fly tower, tower to C objective. You'll be the first person to cap C every time if you wingsuit from those 2 spots. So those are the 2 towers on the map. Basically a little triple chain link. There's the other tower, which is arguably better to put your respawn beacon. So just go ahead and zoom over there. You can make it back and forth between both the towers, either way. Now, I should have said this earlier, but I always recommend putting your respawn beacon on the floor. But the reason I don't put my beacons on top of the towers is because helicopters obviously chase you on the towers, try to get you off height all the time, so the choppers will accidentally blow up your respawn beacon. And yeah, from the wingsuit you can fly straight onto the C1 roof, which as you can see here, I've Batman onto like 20 dudes and die. It's great to play there into wingsuit onto C1 because C1 is the most lit point on this map. And just the final spot is out of the second story window or the roof. You can make it from D to E. Don't know why it bugged out right there, but yeah. Pretty decent map for the wingsuit overall, considering how open it is. And getting into the final map, there is a giant sniper tower in the back of the map. I don't think most people know about this. At objective B1, there's also the crane way over there. You can see my teammate from the spawn zone. Honestly, probably the reason this is the least popular is because there isn't really any good angles here unless you're an amazing shot. And this isn't really the greatest spot to wingsuit from. As you can see, you can almost make it to C, but not really. And the only other great sniper location on this map is on top of the cranes. Everybody plays the boat area and they don't really ever look up because the boat is so hectic. Probably one of the most packed, lit per square inch places in the whole game. So they don't really ever look up, just like in this clip. And yeah, just free beams on top of the cranes and zip lines from the ground up straight to them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this at all, go ahead and subscribe and support a tiny channel. Go ahead and check out my other Battlefield videos, the best weapons in the game, how to farm XP, and how to do the hovercraft glitch. It's super hilarious if you haven't seen it. But that's it for today's video. This has been live from Vegas. I'll see you guys online. Peace.